Well, it's been a long time since I made a video for you guys because I've had a really busy and tough time over the last couple of weeks here. Essentially, this is the last week that I ran hotshot because for the third time this summer I blew the transmission out of my truck and I ended up having to limp it all the way home. It went down to Florida and was on my way back with another load back up to North Carolina. And when I made it into the middle of South Carolina, I lost the underdrive clutches in my transmission. So I limped the truck back home and had to figure out the next thing to do. And I decided to just throw the Cabover on the road and start running as a big truck and make a little bit more money, hopefully. But that meant finding a lot of parts real fast and getting a lot of work done real fast. So the first thing I did was I went down to a couple of junkyards. This one is Interstate Towing out of Dunn, North Carolina, and they have a really large scrapyard of old trucks and stuff. They definitely have Cabovers here. Just hoping that, love to find a Cabover Freightliner with a good shift linkage in it so I can get that piece that I need. So far I've really seen International, Peterbilt, Kenworth. Another Kenworth there. Well, a lot of Freightliner Cabovers. They had one cab forward down the road, but that one didn't have the shift linkage in it anymore. I think that would have worked. Yeah. I found another Cabover like mine, sorta, but it's gutted. The motor and transmission are gone, so the shift linkage seems to be gone too. But it has air ride cab. Wonder how hard that would be to put on my truck, if it'd even be worth the effort. I'm not sure what all would have to change. But yeah, that's interesting. I might do some research on that, and if it looks like something that is really feasible to do, I'll probably come back and get this another time. Yeah, this scrapyard is really good to work with, really nice people. If you're looking for parts for these old trucks, this would definitely highly recommend Interstate Towing out of Dunn, North Carolina. I ended up just getting one door there and a couple small pieces, little cup holder inserts and a door seal. But they definitely had a lot of stuff there that I could use, so that worked out good. I'm not sure if this wheel wasn't properly tightened or what, but I can't believe this 1/2 inch impact is taking it off. Wow, very impressive. Okay, so I have the outside wheel off. I don't have the right tool to take out these, so these kind of act like another lug nut rather than just a stud. So normally you would have like a little square socket and you take these out, but I don't have that socket. I really doubt I'm gonna be able to get that around here. I'm gonna try just to make it easier, but to be safe, I went ahead and I knocked out this axle. I'm gonna take the hub apart first with this wheel on and take it all off as one piece. And you might be wondering, well, why didn't I just take the whole set together? Why even bother undoing these? Well, this is already heavy enough. I'm gonna have a very hard time getting this back into place as it is. So anything I can do to lighten that is gonna be extremely helpful. So I'm just letting this drain a little bit, and I'm gonna pull the whole axle out and see if I can get that hub nut out. As you can see, it's somebody's already hit it with the chisel, so I guess I got nothing to worry about doing that then. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a chisel, I'm gonna knock that out. The inner one will be pretty much just barely more than finger tight anyways, so that won't take much. And then I'll take the whole set off. Yeah, I'm done. Put the wheel back on, Rob.
Ollie.
I just did a $950 thing with a block of wood.
What is that?
Silicone.
For what?
Keep it from leaking.
Leaking what?
Oil.
Oh.
Axle oil.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Be careful about where I get it from. They have a paper gasket for this, but they didn't have it there. What are you doing? Bring me that stool. It worked. All right, so this is kind of like a midpoint update, but still kind of get a little construction site going. It's been a mad dash trying to get everything done on this truck. You can see we got tools everywhere. What have we done so far? I mean, the most obvious thing you can see is we took these cab extenders off. That makes a huge difference in the way this truck looks. I like it a lot better without them. It gives it, I don't know, kind of emphasizes its proportions more, which is the whole point, right? Also makes the frame look longer than it is because the cab looks smaller. So got those off. Did the brakes and wheel seal. I cannot believe that this 1/2 inch impact took these wheels off. Well, took the outside wheel off. I didn't take the inside wheel off because at that time I didn't have the socket to remove these thimbles for bud wheels. So I left the inside wheel on and just pulled the hub off altogether. But it lightened it up quite a bit to have the outside off. So did that, got that all back together. Started to replace, this is the thing that's holding me up the most. I actually would have probably been running this week if it weren't for this part here. So you can see I've got the rear drive line out of it. I thought that I had the correct seal to go in the output of the front front drive axle, and turns out that that wasn't the correct seal. I got that original seal out and got the number off it, and you cannot buy that seal anywhere locally. If I wanted to buy it at like Napa or O'Reilly's, it wouldn't have come in until the end of the week. And Napa wanted like $20 to ship $12 seal. So I ended up buying it on Amazon, and it should be here tomorrow. So today is actually Tuesday, but tomorrow that seal should be here. And Ashley's been working on getting all the old crusty grease off of this thing. Just wanted to have all the old stuff off and put new on there. And I don't know, this plate probably needs to be replaced, but I'm gonna try and run it and see how it does. Whew! Damn. and this gooseneck trailer a little nose high. I got it as adjusted down as I can get it. We got to roll only 100 miles with it, so let's get out of here and see how it goes. Okay, about to head out for our first trip. Gotta get another mud flat for this trailer. But yeah. Go! Hey! Hey! Alright, we're here at the delivery. We carried this one 180 miles from Wilmington, North Carolina over to Locust, North Carolina. I believe it's about 48,000 payload here. The hard thing is if you look out here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a major road, 4 lanes and a suicide lane, and it's just steady rolling, especially on our side of the road. And that building over there is where I had to go and give in my paperwork. My address I was given was that building over there. When I got there and got my paperwork, they said, oh, you need to go across the street to our LVL yard over here to get unloaded. Well, of course, as soon as I tried to cross the street, maxed out on weight, and there's like a little hill and a dip and everything, I pretty much couldn't get across the street. I ended up having to just block traffic. I pulled out one side when it was free, just blocked both lanes going this way, and then came into the suicide lane and then waited for a clearing when I was coming that way. And that was the only way I could get across. But next time I come here, I will come straight across the street and just run across this road. It'll be a hell of a lot easier. Overall, I would say that the first week running the Cabover was a massive success. Had very little issues out of it. Mainly lost a brake chamber on the back of the tractor, and other than that, my wipers don't seem to work very good. So I'm going to get that sorted out, get the brake chamber sorted out, and I'm going to do a little bit better about making videos of this stuff. The hard thing is when you're under a big time crunch the way I was, because this is my whole livelihood, it's hard to juggle making the video and making it interesting and trying to get this done quickly. So I'm sorry about, maybe the quality of capturing everything that happened. We had so much to do in a short period of time, and what you're seeing just scratches the surface. But now that we're not as crunched for time, thank God, we'll be able to get better video and stuff for you guys. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe for more. I've already started filming some stuff for the next video, but I want to get this put out for you guys so that way you don't get too far behind. And I'll see everybody in the next one.